think I've discovered the absolute most lovely way to tune your baritone, inspired by the DADGAD tuning DGAD. I'm going to show you exactly what it is, chords and scales to get you started experimenting, improvising, and having fun, as well as a little piece that I wrote. New baritone the first Wednesday of the month, new ukulele every single Wednesday and Saturday, guitar on Monday. If you like what we do, hit subscribe. If you love it, become a Patreon and get printable tabs with every lesson. Links up here in the notes. Let's do it. Baritone, brain, attention span. When you have all three, follow me on it. Okay, so first things first. Let's get in tune. D, this stays the same. G stays the same. Your B now becomes an A. And your E becomes a D as well. If you can tune up into the note. If you're a little out of tune, tune below it and then tune up into it. That will hold your tune a little better and be a little more accurate. So now we have D, G, A, D. Well, what exactly is that? It is a D suspended 4 chord. So you can think of this tuning as open D sus 4. That doesn't sound as cool as DADGAD. Now, even though this isn't DADGAD because we don't have a low D and an A, I would still refer to this as DADGAD tuning. It is just ripe for exploring. You'll find that you can just throw a finger down and get really cool sounds and move your finger around. And get really cool sounds. You can also throw 2 fingers down. Get really cool sounds as well too. So you can just explore by throwing some fingers down, strumming and seeing what comes out. Really cool ideas tend to happen when you do that. But we do have some chords too, and I think it's good to have some chords in the key of D in the bag so we can experiment but also play some tunes and create some tunes. So the D major scale, 1 octave, open D, 2-4, open A string, 2-4, drop down to the 4th fret, then up to the 5th fret. Your standard shapes, they're not going to work like they did because you've moved some things around, so your scale shapes look different. A good example of that is that scale that we just played. If I wanted to, that very last 4-5, instead of 5, I could play the open D string and get 0-2-4, 0-2-4, 4-0. So the major scale is a little funky, but you still want to try to have at least one bass of one shape that you can use to experiment with and have it as a frame of reference. So let's take a look at some chords now. If I strum everything open, I get a D suspended 4. Index 1st, 2nd fret of the G string, I have a D5, a D power chord. If I get my pinky on the 4th fret of the high D and strum through that on the 1st string, I get a D major. 0-2-0-4. If I play the 4th fret above that, 0-2-4-4, I have a lovely D major 7. I didn't teach this one, but also if you play the 2nd fret, so you get 2-2-4-4, that's a D major 9. Okay, there is another D chord way up here if you bar the 7th fret and then play the 9th fret of the A string, formerly known as the B, your 2nd string. You have a D with an A in the bass. Normally I don't even talk about inversions on the ukulele. I just treat them as the chord, but I want you to know the inversions here just so you kind of have a better idea what's going on. D/A means this is a D major chord. The notes are D, F sharp, A, But instead of having a D in the bass, the lowest note is an A note. So we have an A in the bass. So that's why it's written as a D/A. It's a triad, 3 notes. This is what's known as the second inversion because the chord goes D, F sharp, A. A first inversion would be an F sharp in the bass. Okay, let's take a look at your 2 chord, your minor chord. Now your 3 chord, F sharp minor, move this up 2 frets and get your index finger on the 2nd fret there. So it's 2 or 4, 2, 4, 4. It's kind of an uncomfortable chord to play. We have an E minor with a G in the bass. So this is a minor inversion. Also, not the easiest to play, but here it is. 5, 4, 7, 5. Move that up 2 frets. And it's an F sharp minor with an A in the bass. Let's get back to some easier chords. Here is a G chord with a D in the bass. It's your 4 chord. So you can just have some fun there. And this is a G with a D in the bass, which would be your second inversion of your G major. Again, the G chord is a G, B, D. Putting the D in the bass, second inversion. B would be the first, okay? It's really more of a piano technique. It has to do with the bass. It's not super important for the ukulele. It's just I want you to know what's going on because we have a low string. So inversions are a little more important to know on the baritone because with a high G on the tenor or the soprano or the concert, inversions are just inevitable. That's just a big part of it. Here we can control them to a degree. We have a G major 7 right here, which is 5, 4, 5, 4. A really pretty chord. A major with an E in the bass. Bar the 2nd fret and play the 4th here. So you can see it's a lot of fun to just start strumming these things, moving a string here, moving a string there, moving a note here, moving a note there. It just has this magical, whimsical power of being very forgiving. We have another A chord up here. Sorry, we have another, A chord here. It's a little out of wonk. I'll show you the G chord later, but there's a G chord here. But what it is 7, 6, 5, 5. This is an A with an A in the bass. If you were to bar 7 like this, you get A suspended 4. There's our major 3rd. Move that down, it's an A minor. So if you went 7, 5, 7, 7, you have an A minor. We have a nice A7 with an E in the bass here. It's one that I use quite a bit. 2, 2, 4, 5. I simply bar the 2nd fret, play the 4th with my ring finger, 5th with my pinky. I have another A7 with a G in the bass right here, and that's 5, 6, 7, 7. Then I have an A7 without a root if I want to get crazy way up here, and what that's going to be 11, and then I'm going to play 9, 10, 11. Don't use that shape a lot in full transparency, but it's out there. Take a look at the B minor, bar the 4th fret, middle finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string, our A string, 4, 4, 5, 4. It's a nice B minor there. That A minor shape I showed you, you can move it up and you have a B minor like this, which would be 9, 7, 9, 9. You can make that a B minor 7 with an A in the bass. by playing 7-7-9-9. We have a C sharp diminished. Lovely, dense, super tense, 5-6-7-5. Got a G in the bass. Speaking of G, G major right here. 5-4-5-5. Move that down. Got your G minor. Look at that. I did teach it. Here is the D major 9. 2-2-4-4. I thought I skipped this one too, but here's an E minor. 2-0-2-2. E minor. That's our 2 chord. If you play in Mixolydian, it's good to have a C chord in the bag. Here's a C right here. 2-0-3-2. And like I said, G, move that down, G minor, 5-3-5-5. Let's play something. So finger picking strumming is conducive to both, especially if you start adding some open strings. Index finger 2nd fret of the G string, and we're gonna thumb, A string, D string, middle finger. Do, 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 thumb, index, thumb, middle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The only difference is second time through, get that pinky down on the 4th fret of the high D string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 2nd fret, index open A, move it up to the 4th fret, index open A, move it down to the 2nd fret, index open A, lift it up, play the open G string. 2-0-4-0-2-0-0. Down, up, down. After the down, up, down, completely open, we're going to play the open G string, hammer on the 2nd fret, slide up to 4. And that's 1 and, well, it's really 3 and 4. Keep that down and then fret the G, down, up, down, then move it up 2 frets to the A, down. 1 and 2, 3, 4. So these 4 measures, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next 4 come up. You're going to notice these are almost the same. First 2 measures the same. Songwriting, that's called creating a motif. Repetition is very powerful. Down, up, down. This time instead of 0-2-4, we're going to go 0-4-2. Bar that 2nd fret though when you play the 2. Because right after that, we're going into this A7. So 0-4-2, make our A7, which is 2-2-4-5. Down, up, down, up, down. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, down. Headed to a D major 7. 2 and 4. Slide that to an E minor. Down, down, up, down, down. You keep these 2 fingers down, move them to the 2nd fret, and then grab the 2nd fret here. So it's a really an easy transition. Middle finger up top. We're going to go down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. E minor to a C. So we're throwing in a little Mixolydian here. Ooh, getting modal. I like it. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. To make that change easy, get these, your index and your middle on the outside, and then add your ring finger. Down, down, up, down, down, up to the G. So far we have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down to this G. And over the G, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. minor. You can announce that change by using your thumb on the 1. So instead of going down, down, up, down, up, go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. 2A, back to our D major 7 after that. So these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here, down, down, up, down. 2, 0, 2, 1 and 2, up to 4, 3 and 4. So you get. That one's offbeat. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. To a G, down, down, up. A, down, down, up. D, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. So these 4 would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the whole thing together from the top. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome! Now it's your turn to experiment and create something. Tag us at 10thumbspro on TikTok or Instagram, and we'll share it on our stories. Thanks for learning with us. Kashmir. Experimentation all over this tuning. Very cool tuning. It's just fun to explore, and it'll break you out of a rut maybe if you're a little too one directional with your playing. This is a great way to get moving with it. Okay, thank you for learning with us. New baritone the first Wednesday of the month. Check out the baritone playlist right here. Keep on learning. Think about becoming a Patreon. It's cheaper than a cheap cheeseburger, and it will accelerate your learning. Until next time, rock and roll. Have a lovely day.